Hi everybody, good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Tuesday morning as we take a look at things, just to kind of update you on where we actually are right now. Most of us have clear to partly cloudy skies, mostly clear skies though, as that sun gets ready to come up as of the time of this recording. There is a little thunder shower activity along the Nebraska and South Dakota border, especially here in Boyd and Kippahaw County this morning. And then there's a little more shower activity with isolated thunderstorms kind of right in here. And this is right along a cold front, which is basically low pressure's right there. And then there's a cold front that's right about there. There's not going to be a lot more activity for the rest of us until later today or tonight though. So most of us will see a partly cloudy to mostly sunny day. Looking for a small chance of rain and thunder showers later this afternoon over eastern Nebraska into western Iowa and Missouri. But the better chances will develop out west late this afternoon and into this evening. And in fact, this becomes more widespread into this evening. Some pockets of heavy rainfall, severe weather is a possibility. Further into the night, though, the severe weather threat comes down and the rain won't be quite as heavy as this trudges eastward. So while we've got a good chance of rain and thunderstorms farther east, the threat of severe storms does come down with time, and there'll still be some activity out there tomorrow morning. A few scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms to start off your Wednesday morning. Now, Wednesday, some of this will get breaks. It's not going to rain all day Wednesday, but any breaks we do get, especially if there's some sunshine, that will help destabilize things. And so maybe some redevelopment of some showers and thunderstorms Wednesday evening. This particular model is not as aggressive, but we'll have to watch because there could potentially be some isolated severe weather if we get some instability, some sunshine out there. If we don't, probably not a very good chance of severe storms out there. But we'll still keep some around, even into Thursday morning. This model, I'll tell you right now, is not as aggressive as other models, but a few showers and thunderstorms, even into your Thursday. And once again, if we see some sunshine, that would help destabilize things a little bit more and maybe get some stronger thunderstorms going. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now, Thursday night, there still is a chance of rain and thunderstorms. This is as far out as my model goes, so this is as far as I can show you here. But there's still a chance into Thursday night, but as we get towards the end of the week, as this system's departing, our chances get lower and lower and lower. That said, I'm still keeping small chances in for Friday and Saturday, and even for Sunday as well. But tonight and tomorrow morning is probably the best chance overall, more widespread rain and thunderstorm activity. This also includes some severe weather. The Storm Prediction Center highlighting a large part of our area, but especially these yellow areas here with a slight risk of severe storms. This is the area with the best chance of severe weather here over western portions of our area, about Broken Bow westward here. Damaging wind gusts over 60 miles per hour a possibility, and some large hail over an inch in diameter. Those are going to be the two biggest threats. The tornado threat not overly high, but as these storms push eastward, they will gradually weaken, and so it's just a smaller chance of severe weather in here. And then I think the severe weather threat's pretty low, even farther to the east late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Now, as of right now, for the next 2 days after today, so for Wednesday and Thursday, the Storm Prediction Center does not have our area highlighted in a severe weather threat. They've got us in this 0 out of 5 general risk here. But that said, it's not a 0% chance that we would see severe weather. It's a low chance, but we might see severe weather Wednesday and Thursday, especially if a little sun can come out, break through the clouds, and cause a little more instability out there. So we'll keep an eye on that the next couple of days. Going to be a warm one out there for today, back to the 80s, even some lower 90s in southern and eastern areas. Cooler out west, that cooler air is going to spread eastward tomorrow. Looking around the area today, in fact, you'll notice the cooler weather around Gordon and Merriman here, where they've had some rain this morning. We could see some scattered showers and thunderstorms later today and into this evening. So with the extra clouds around, not as warm, 70s, low 80s, low to mid 80s. As you get into north central Nebraska, 82 in Broken Bow, 87 in Spencer. A little more warmth towards the Nebraska-South Dakota border there. Also a little warmer here to the south. Now maybe around 80 in Ogallala and Grant, but upper 80s around Benkelman and Trenton. Mid 80s, I think, pretty common though in a lot of these areas. Again, maybe some late day thunderstorms more so into this evening. Southeast areas, probably not much for storms until tonight. There's a very low chance of something developing later this afternoon. Upper 80s to right around 90 degrees this afternoon, so it will be quite warm, above average for this time of the year over southeastern areas. Northeastern areas, mid to upper 80s, that is also above average, maybe pushing 90 around Fremont and in Blair. Low temperatures tonight, dipping back into the mid to upper 50s and low to mid 60s. Tomorrow, not nearly as warm. Upper 60s, low to mid 70s, maybe upper 70s to near 80, way out east. And then cooler in the panhandle of Nebraska. Tomorrow night, 50s and low 60s for lows as we look ahead to your Thursday. They'll still be on the cooler side of things with clouds and some showers and thunderstorms around, upper 60s and low to mid 70s, maybe even some mid 60s if the clouds are thick enough in a few spots. But again, another below average day, but that's not going to be the common theme around here in the next couple of weeks. Looking at Thursday night and Friday morning, mostly 50s for lows, 40s in the panhandle. Now Friday we start to bump those temperatures back up a little bit, still mostly 70s for highs though, but not as all those 60s. So mostly 70s for high temperatures. We are going to continue to warm up as we head into this upcoming final weekend of the summer season. Let's take a look at things here in the long range. Again, it looks like rain all the time. This is not going to be rain all the time, but the best chance of more consistent rain will come after about 10 o'clock tonight and last through the overnight hours here. That's our best chance, our 80% chance. Chances drop to about a 60% chance during the day tomorrow, but still a chance out there. And then they drop off a little bit more on Thursday night. After that, it's just small 20% chances of rain and thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Temperatures do start to work their way back up, so we're getting back up around 80 on Saturday, 83 Sunday, and then Monday, the first day of fall, looks like it could be back up into the low and mid 80s as we trend a little warmer in that long range. In fact, we're going to see a lot of those low and mid 80s next week here. And you got to keep in mind the other thing now, we are now past the midpoint of September. At midnight last night, we passed the midway point. The second half of September, you see a quick drop in our average highs. So yes, while today's average in Grand Island is 80, and this shows a straight line across, this doesn't really reflect our averages for each day. Really, you'll see a trend downward like this. That's what our line should look like. It's just this graphic isn't drawn in like that. So by next week, or mid next week here, our average high is going to be in the mid 70s. So we are going to be about 5 to 10 degrees above average as we get into the middle of next week. North Platte, you're going to be looking at temperatures on the warm side in the low 80s today, partly cloudy skies. A slight chance of a thunderstorm by 4 or 5 o'clock. The chance is increasing after supper time, though. We get that 80% chance, especially after dark, and that will continue into the late night hours. Still a chance of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow. Tomorrow night, that chance gets lower. Thursday night, cooler temperatures. After that, we're pretty much dry, and we'll see a warming trend back to the low 80s by Sunday and Monday, the first day of fall. And we'll see low and mid 80s most of next week, which will be about 5 to 10 degrees above average. Again, by this time frame, our average high late next week or middle of next week is going to be in the mid 70s. So we're going to see a quick drop in our averages in the days ahead. But I do think we trend warmer for the end of the month of September. You see that from the Climate Prediction Center. They have us likely to be above average, which again, average highs for the end of September are 70s. We're seeing a lot more 80s. I think we're mostly going to be above average. They have kind of tweaked us more towards near to below average precipitation, which I would agree with. I think it could be a drier end to the month of September the way it looks right now. So hopefully we get some good rain out of the next couple of days before we dry things out later on this month. Well, thank you everybody for watching on this Tuesday morning. I'll be back with you on Wednesday with all the latest. Take care and God bless. Bye.